Hello. So, the last few weeks we've been talking a lot about time and money. And before that, we spent a lot of time talking about addition. So, we know that when we have one part over here and another part over here, we take them and we put them together. That's what addition is, right? We take part and we take this part and we put them together. So, adding is when we take two things and we put them together. Today, we're going to talk about something that's completely different from addition. It's the opposite when we have a whole group and we take part away and we see how much is left. And when we do that, when we have a whole group and we take part away and see how much is left, that's called subtraction. So we're going to start talking about subtraction or taking away. So I'm going to share my screen so you can see we've been working with that part whole mat when we add. So when we added, we had a part over here and a part over here, and then we put them together to make our whole group. Well, today we're going to subtract. So we start with our whole group when we subtract. So here, my whole group, if I count up my counters, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 5 counters, and that's our whole group. So the first number we write in our subtraction fact is our whole group number. It's our 5. Now, the symbol we use for subtraction or taking away is the minus sign, and it just looks like that. So that's our symbol. That tells us that we're subtracting. So now if I take just my red part away, and I'm going to take my red part away and I'm going to put them over here. I took 1, 2, 3 away. So I'm going to say we started with 5 and I took 3 away. And if I had 5 and I take 3 away, how many do I have left? These are my other part. 1, 2 are left. So if I have 5 and I take away 3, I have 2 left. So when we subtract, we start with our whole group, we take away part, and then we see how much is left over. And that's the difference. So we have our minus sign when we subtract, we use the minus sign. Our equal sign still, we use that just like we do for addition to say that this is the same as this. And then the answer in a subtraction fact is called the difference. So 5 minus 3 equals 2. All right, let's try another one. So I'm going to start with my whole group because for subtraction, we start with the whole group. We have 2 different parts, but they're all together up here. So let's see how many we have all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm starting with 7. That's my whole group number. That's what we're starting with. I'm taking away, so I have a minus sign. And I'm going to take my red part away. I'm going to put them over here. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm taking 4 away. And now I can count how many are left over after I take those 4 away. 1, 2, 3. So I started with 7 and I took my red part, I took 4 away, and that left 3 left over. So when you have a whole group, you start with your whole group number, you take some away, and the answer is the difference. That's how many you have left. Okay, so when we write our subtraction facts, we're going horizontally. We're writing them in a number sentence, going side to side for now. We start with our whole group number. We take away part, and we see what part is left over.